Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's Just Making It. I'm Susan and I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and just trying to make it through life. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, welcome to my channel. Today's video is another Wacky Eyeshadow Wednesday video. If you like today's video, don't forget the thumbs up. It's right down here. Just takes a quick second to hit that like button. So this is a two-channel collab with my channel, Susan's Just Making It, and Stephanie's channel over at Glitzzy Gem. It is a two-channel collab where we try a new eyeshadow palette to try to get out of our comfort zone and create a new look while encouraging our viewers of all ages to do the same. So basically just get your makeup, play with it, have some fun, and see what you come up with. I've been finding with doing the collab that some palettes that were a little intimidating or I didn't really think that I liked that much, I actually found out that I enjoy very much. And playing with the makeup, I've been able to create some looks that I've even surprised myself, and I've really, you know, gotten a lot more comfortable. So if you have those palettes sitting by that you haven't touched because you weren't sure what to do with it, just pick them up and play with them and see what you can do. So if you came from Stephanie's channel to watch my video, I'm glad you decided to stop by. And if you started with my video, make sure you hop over to Stephanie's channel to see what she did today. Her video will be linked down in the description box, so you can just click on that link and go over and check out the look she created. So this week we are going to be using the ABH Norvina Volume 5 palette. We've been meaning to do this palette for a couple weeks, but Stephanie injured her eye, so we didn't do the Wacky Eyeshadow Wednesday that week because she was waiting for her eye to heal up a little bit. And last week I took a little break from YouTube. So this week we are going to finally get a chance to use the ABH Norvina Volume 5. So I received mine in my Busy Beauty box that I got earlier this year, and I love this palette. I'm trying to get it open, but my hands are just a little slippery. This palette is everything. It's a 25 pan palette, and it's all, as you can see, all purples and browns. It's got mattes and shimmers, and this is a gorgeous palette. I use this palette to create the eye look that I had in the Domestic Goddess collab video that I did, and I got a lot of comments about my eye look. So hopefully today's look I can pull off something as nice as I did last time. So we're going to see. So I'm going to go ahead and get started so that this video doesn't get super long and you can go over and check out her look. So I'm going to go ahead and just find an all over shadow brush. Let's see, all my brushes are clean, so I have a lot to pick from today, so hopefully it won't be as bad. So I'm just going to get this all over shadow brush, and I'm going to find a shade to use as a transition. And I think I'm going to go with just this light brown here to build up a little bit of a base to work on. And this has a really nice mirror. The whole top is a mirror, so there's that is like really awesome with these Norvina palettes, the larger Norvina palettes. The mirrors are amazing. So yeah, and I just came in with my brows filled in a little bit and an eyeshadow primer on, and I used not a very, you know, heavy duty primer because these colors are extremely pigmented. So my opinion is that you don't need this super stain powder primer because you've got a lot of color going on, so it's not going to take a lot to get your color to show up and stay. Anyone that's familiar with ABH, their colors are very pigmented. So hope everyone's week is going great. I've really missed being on YouTube, even though it wasn't a huge absence. I kind of really missed it. So kind of debated a little bit of a longer break, but I thought, no, you know, I'm missing it. I need to get back on there. I'll just take shorter breaks as I need them, and stay away from the things that stress me out enough to need to take a break. So nothing special, just a little bit of this brown to create a base to build on, and that went on really well, and the color is really pretty. I don't know how well it's showing up for you guys, but it's really nice. Little base color. So let's see. I think they're all so pretty. It's hard to pick like what color to dive into next. I think I'm gonna play with some other colors besides just purple. I think I'm gonna go into the shade down here, which is a nice rose color. It's like yeah, it's like not really a dusty rose, it's a little bit darker than that, but it's a nice little rose color. So I'm just gonna put this a little bit above my crease. Let's see what we can do with this. Sometimes I try to get an idea of what kind of look I want to come up with, but lately I'm just like, whatever, just grab it and grab some brushes and play around. I don't think we necessarily have to overthink these things. And with 25 pans, you can figure something out. No doubt about it. And of course I forgot to bring in makeup wipes to clean my look up when I get ready to pause to put mascara and stuff on. I'll have to go grab some. Not very organized sometimes. Oh yeah, I like that. Very pretty color. The colors in this palette are just super gorgeous. I mean, I probably should have swatched them, but I don't know if I have enough arm space for 25 colors. So yeah, we'll go with that. It's not going to overthink it too much. Just slap it on there and see how it ends up looking. It's a very pretty rosy color. I like it a lot. So alright, I think I'm going to find a little bit of a different brush. I think I'm going to try to find... They're all clean, so now it's just hard to get to them because they're crammed in here a little bit more than usual. Sometimes it's easier when there's a lot of dirty ones because there's more space to see what you have. I'll just grab this one. It's just a Wet n Wild. It's more like a packing brush. So I think I'm gonna... I'm kind of... debating whether I want to go more with browns or purples. It's mostly a purple palette. Let's do purple. Everybody likes purple. So I'm going to grab this purple right here. And there's a little bit of a darker, plummier one by it, but I don't know, that's a little darker than what I want to play with today. So I'm just going to go in this outer corner. I'm going to try to go in a little light and not go in super ham. Because these are really pigmented, I don't want to get carried away making it too dark. It was really bright in here a few minutes ago when I started. I mean, it looks bright to you guys, but over here where I'm at, it's a little dark, so working a little blind because the light's really not as good as it could be, but that's okay. They say don't sweat the small stuff. It'll be fine. It'd be better if I could get my ring light more directly behind me, but the table I'm working with is not very deep. It was made for me, and originally when they asked me what size I wanted, I said 6 feet long by 3 feet deep, but the piece of wood they had was only about 2 feet, so I'm like, it was custom made for me as a gift, so I wasn't gonna complain about the size, but it's not very deep sometimes. I run out of space. Maybe if I didn't have so much crap on here, but I do. So there we've got that in the outer corner. Go over here with light's a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I don't know why I keep saying that. All these colors are gorgeous. So we'll just rock with that a little bit in the outer corner. And actually what I'm going to do, I want to do it with this color or another one. I'll do it a little bit with this color. I'm going to bring it up into my crease a little bit. I know it's off camera a little bit for you guys, but the light a little bit better there. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. I feel like it adds a little bit more depth to my eye, having it up there in the crease a little. I'm just going to try to just check on my time. I don't want this to be super long. I want to kind of just throw this look together. Not so that it looks thrown together, but I don't want the video to get really long. I'm trying to be a little bit more considerate in that way of everyone's time. Okay, so we'll work with that. I think I'm just going to set the palette down for a second. Try to get some of this pigment off this brush so I can use the same brush. My brushes are clean. That doesn't mean I want to run and clean a whole bunch more brushes anytime soon. I can use the same brush again. It works. So I think for my inner corner, what I want to do something a little different. I'll stay with mattes for a while yet before I go into any shimmers. I'm going to go into this color. It's a light brown, but to me it has just a little tiny bit of an orangey tint to it. So I'm going to pick up some of that and try to do my inner corner a little bit here. Like I said, I don't have a plan. I don't know, just play around and see how it turns out and hope for the best. It's not that big of a deal. If it looks that terrible, I'll just wash it off and start again. But actually I'm not going to wash it off because I'm just not doing this the second time. I'm just going to have to rock with however it turns out. It's not that big of a deal. It's only makeup. As long as I don't look like I'm ready for the circus, I can deal with it. I would like to think that I'm getting a little bit better, that that's not going to happen. Just going to use this mirror for a second because I can see, look, that's how it looks so far. Oh yeah, that's actually a pretty nice color. I don't think I've used that color yet. I tell you one thing, with a palette with this many pans, you're not going to run out of different looks for quite a while unless you fall into the habit of just using the same pans over and over. There's enough colors to play with, let me tell you. I really think that this color is looking pretty good with the purple. Definitely. So I'm going to go back in and try to clean the brush that I first used because it's pretty fluffy. I'm going to try to find a shade to put over my crease a little bit. Just get some of that pigment off. You can see how heavily pigmented the colors are. This poor brush has seen better days. There's the other one. See all the pigment in there? Definitely have pigment with these palettes. So I'm going to go in with, I don't want anything super light. I think I'm going to go back in, it's shimmery, I don't want to do that. The color that I did the transition, and just pick a little bit of that up and bring it back up here a little bit. Just really light. Just under the brow, not right under the brow bone, but a little bit lower than that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It's like, I don't know, I think with my skin tone, it's just a faint amount of color, and that's all I really want there. So next, I think I'm going to make this really quick. I think I'm just going to, I'm not going to put anything right under my brow. because the lighter shade in here is a little bit too light to me, and there's nothing else that looks quite right to me, so I'm just going to leave it. I think it's going to be fine. My natural color right here, I think it'll work. But I am going to put something in the middle of my lid, like always, and of course it's going to be a shimmer, because you guys know me. I'm just trying to see which one of the shimmers I want. I don't know whether I want to use this one that's a little bit more pinky coral, or this one that's a little bit more of an orangey coral. I'm trying to decide which one. I don't know. I think I'm going to use the one that's more of a peachy color. I'm just going to do it with my finger because that's what works the best, so why not? It's not broke, don't fix it, and finger works just fine. So now with all this purple in the palette, originally I was thinking I was going to go with a very purple look, but I don't know. We don't always have to go crazy and pick the look that everybody's going to expect, because I think that's what people would expect. Oh, look at all that purple. This is going to be an all purple look. Where's the fun in that? I'm doing what everyone expects. That's not fun. You got to throw a curveball in there. I'm just going to come over here and see a little bit how it looks. I mean, the mirror is big enough and it's nice. It's just it's a little bit darker over in this corner to me, and I can't see as well. Oh yeah, definitely beautiful, beautiful color. This color, I mean, I hope it's showing up for you guys as good as it is for me. I'm gonna try to remove this ring light over here a little bit. Put this palette down. It's hard for me to get a good setup. I'll have it set up and I think it's a good setup, and it not really. Oh my gosh, it's pigmented. It's hard to wipe off. I have to use a makeup remover wipe. Let me just try to put a little bit more. It's pretty. We gotta add more. Color that pretty, we'll just do it up. We're not gonna play it safe with this one. It's too beautiful to be conservative. Sorry, I'm not being conservative with that one. That's just too pretty. Love it. I'd have to say this is probably my favorite shade in the whole palette, to be honest. So, let's see. I think I'm just going to go in and darken my crease up a little bit and then call it done. Look at all that pigment still on my finger. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this packing brush, just because it's packed in those bristles. I can get the color I want and do what I want with it. So I'm going to go in with this color that I said was more plummy right here. Just darken up my crease a tiny bit. And boy, that's a lot of color. So I'm going to try to go a little easy. Oh yeah, that's some color. I said I wanted to darken up my crease a little bit. Oh yeah. I mean, look at the difference. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing too. That's what I'm saying. When you get these really pigmented palettes, don't be going in heavy-handed and crazy, because ooh, you might regret it real quick. It'd be a little easy. You can always build up, but it's harder to tone it back down. Just saying. Ask me how I know. Not that I would have any experience with that or anything. I'm getting carried away. When I first started doing makeup, I'm like, oh my goodness, what did I do? You can only fix it so much before you just have to start over. I mean, sometimes you can, but other times, not so much. Usually if it's a little bit lighter, you can fix it. But if you go in too heavy, sometimes there is no salvaging it. Sometimes you just can't go in there being all crazy and stuff. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've not had any makeup on in over a week, so kind of enjoying playing with this, but I feel a little bit rusty. Alright, so I think that's going to be pretty much my look. I'm just gonna go ahead and pause, do the cleanup, throw on the mascara, eyeliner, put a little bit of color on my lips, and we'll see how it looks after I get all this mess cleaned up, because I do have very little fallout, but there's a tiny bit, and I want to just clean it up a little bit. So I will be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll see what it looks like all cleaned up. Okay, everyone, I went in and cleaned up the eyeshadow, put on some liner, mascara, and lip color, and this is what I ended up with. Loving that shimmer eyeshadow. I did my brows with the Winky Lux that I've been using, and then I just used a, what brand is this? Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. Very inexpensive, but works great. The ABH Norvina palette for my eyeshadow, which I will show you the colors again. If you love purple eyeshadow looks and this is in your budget, it's definitely worth investing in. I went in and lined under my lower lash line with this. It's just LA Colors Neon Purple, just like the outer 2/3. I went in with a light shade for my inner corners, that very pale like white shade right here. I was going to do the shimmer below it, but it was not working with a little tiny angle brush. It wasn't transferring, so I just used the matte white. I used the Rimmel London, it's messy, the Shake It Fresh mascara that I've been using lately that I'm really enjoying a lot. And then since I went with a purple eye look, I didn't want to go too pink on my lips, so I just went in with this Kaja lip gloss, and the shade is, let's see if I can find it. I have to throw my glasses on because it's really super tiny. Let's see, the shade on this is Heart Melter, and it's got a little bit of a brownish tint to it, so I wanted to go in with a little bit of a browner lip color versus a pink with the purple on my eyelids. So this is what I came up with. Make sure you go over and see what Stephanie created with the same palette, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up right down here, guys. And would you like us to create another look next week with the same palette, or move on to another palette? With 25 pans, we can definitely do a very different look. So thanks to all of you that decided to stop by and watch today's video, and until next Wednesday, have a great rest of your week. Bye, everyone.